Here's how you make some delicious flaky biscuits, even if you've never made them before. 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm using a knife to just scoop the top off so that it's even. 1 tablespoon baking powder. I know that sounds like a lot, but trust the process. Next we need 1/4 cup of cold butter. We don't want it to be room temperature. Why? Because if it stays cold, the butter will actually help create those beautiful puffy layers when it's baking. If it's already melted though, it doesn't have that same reaction to the heat, and then that's when you're gonna get like bricks of biscuit rather than delicious flakiness. As a reminder, butter has the measurements on the sides. So if you're trying to figure out how much is 1/4 cup versus 1/2 cup, it's on the side here. 1/4 cup is 4 tablespoons. To get it to that meat, to the right texture, you can use a food processor and dump everything in. You can use a fork. You can use a pastry cutter, which kind of looks like a potato masher almost. Or you can use a grater. I like this option because it's fast and keeping the wrapper on so that it doesn't melt onto my fingers. And then I just grate it. Towards the end, you might have to take off the wrapper and just finish it like this with hand. Give it a quick stir with a spatula. So you can see it's kind of mealy. Next we need 1/2 cup plus 1 tablespoon of buttermilk and a teaspoon of honey. After 10 stirs, give it 5 more stirs. Looks like shaggy dough. Some kitchen lube, aka all-purpose flour. And then dump out your shaggy dough. Get some lube on your hands. I'm gonna give it 4 baby kneads. And all I mean by that is I'm gonna scoop, smush a little bit, scoop, smush a little bit, and I'm just trying to incorporate all the bits. The heat from my hands is gonna make everything come together a little bit more, but we don't actually want it to get warm because of what I mentioned with the butter. I think that's about 4 or 5 baby kneads. Now I'm gently pressing it into a rough shape of a rectangle. So 3 times total, we're gonna take one side, smoosh it into a rectangle. Do it again. So I got one more. It's okay if it's not perfect. This is kind of to make sure that you have as many layers of butter and flour as possible, because when it bakes, that cold butter will kind of release steam and make those beautiful layers. So now I'm pressing it into a rectangle, and I'm going for about 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch. A great tip on making sure that your biscuits puff up and don't stay little pucks is not to twist your cutter, because when you twist it you may end up sealing the edges. So just press down and use that. Parchment paper on a tray. Rehome these little beauties and pop them into the fridge while I let the oven preheat. You do not have to preheat the Dutch oven if you don't want to. I just like to. Brush the tops with a little bit of buttermilk and then into the oven for 18 to 20 minutes until the tops are golden brown. Ooh, girl! The directions say to position the biscuits so that they're next to each other.